Oh, fucking hell. People. So, man, you're coming a bit too late. Sorry about that. Isn't it mad that the only person that comments on your channel is Red Star? You need to get a life. Honestly, you need to get laid. You know, one thing about me, yeah, is when I'm drunk, yeah, I'll say the same stuff as I'm drunk as when I'm sober. That's the difference. Fucking hell. Really, really get laid. I feel sorry for you. You need to get a life and get laid. Stop showing off your benefits. Try to betray, because the people that try to betray that they've got money, right, are the ones that don't have money. You understand? So the more they do this, like showing all of these £10 notes and £20 notes, it just goes to show how skint they really, really, really are. How they have to try to portray that they have money. It's really, 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 really cute. See me, I keep all mine in the bank because I know that no one showed me fucking no fucking 10 grand, which they were supposed to show me 10 grand, and no one's been able to do it yet. So yeah. People that try to portray they've got money are the ones that ain't got money. Just remember that. Remember that, you lad. Fucking hell. That is weird, bro. I'm telling you. Definitely some jealousy for these people. For these people to do what they do every day, it has to be some form of jealousy, mental health, jealousy. It's really, really sad. I couldn't imagine being jealous of someone every day, me. I really, really couldn't. Every single time you get your housing benefit, you withdraw all your housing benefit, show the money, thinking that you got money, and then you put it all back in your account for when they take it out your fucking account. Fuck it out. Jesus Christ. That is next level fucking skin. Yeah. This cunt needs to fucking lose his virginity. It seems every year it seems to get worse for him, bro. Really does. What is with all of them fucking £10 notes as well? What are with all of them £10 notes? Who the fuck has that many £10 notes? Trying to make it seem like you got money. It's fucking cute. Oh my god, it really is cute. How desperate someone has to be to try to convince people that they've got money. Oh shit. What was saying? Got 5 numbers yesterday, but I preferred Thursday, me. I just enjoyed Thursday more than I did Saturdays. I don't really like Saturdays. Then they tried to charge me. I need to email LT about that. Anyways, and he said, you don't guess how much they're charging to go fucking fabric now? Fucking 35 quid. To go into fucking a nightclub, bro. That is madness. Who the fuck would pay that? That's ridiculous, bro. Seems a lot of shit changed there. Seems a lot of shit has changed since I've been there in 2 years. Yeah, it seems a lot of shit has changed, bro. Anyways, we're waiting for Joe. Anyways, come on, Joey. Come on, Joey. But I'm glad I've got that all booked, bro. I needed to do that fucking last night when I come back. It's just too depressing. This country's too depressing, bro. You need to have a plan B, otherwise you'll go mad. Yeah. Predicts the future. Well, you got enough numbers, anyways. Be that 18-year-old laughing from Canada. So probably you're from Canada, which it's got to be one of the worst places. Oh, I can just imagine it. He said he was from Toronto as well. Imagine trying to date over there. And he was laughing about it. I said, you laugh because you're immature, but you're not going to be laughing in 10 years when you're 28, mate, and you can't find someone and you're going to end up in fucking Thailand. You won't be laughing then. You fucking won't be laughing then, mate. It must be hard, but it's your life that you're living. Yeah, man. You should know you're living that life. You tell me, bro. It must be. You're the one who's living that life, no one else. So you tell me. Yeah, man. Bro, listen, there's literally no point coming on here self-projecting. Anyways, bye-bye, Spastic. No Spastics on my channel. Bye-bye now. Oh, yeah, I meant to do a video to Lord J, but I just couldn't be bothered. I just can't be bothered, to be honest. Um, what's Yep, talking about yourself. No talking about yourself on my channel. No self-projecting on my channel. Well, a while, man. Stop talking about yourself. Bye-bye. Stop talking about yourself. People seem more and more, they seem more and more closed off nowadays as well. Which is another weird thing. I can't believe I got 3 caps for £11. That is a fucking bargain, bro. That is a bargain, mate. One second. Yeah, this guy was like, well, you just made 4 accounts just to get blocked. Says a lot about your life. Self-reflector. Imagine that, yeah? You've just been blocked, yeah, and you've just made 4 accounts just to get blocked. Says a lot about your life, eh? So yeah, I need to address this whole. I need to address this whole Law J thing. To be honest with you, can I be bothered? Uh, no, he didn't get it, which is good. I was worried about that stalker getting my channel, bro. Yeah, I used to be more confident than I am. Yeah, and that's cool yesterday, mate. I can't afford to be doing that shit now. Can't afford to be doing that bollocks. Like I was saying, that this whole going out and shit, it's purely through boredom. Once I can work again, mate, I ain't doing this shit anymore anyways. Once I can figure again. So, like I was saying last night, it's not that I care. It's just not normal. It's just fucked up. All of it's fucked up. Fucked up, me. Some numbers, you know, yeah. Fuck. Yeah. But like I said, you see so many guys, right, that are sort of like normal looking, and they're with fucking mingers, bro. And some of them are not even with mingers; they're just with plain fucking Jane that you wouldn't even approach. So you're not alone in it at all, you know. Which are people that you wouldn't even approach. It's madness. So you're not alone in this situation, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? I was fucking moving, you know what I'm saying, brother? But like I said, I think if you went out every day for a week, yeah, even doing sober approaches, that I don't even think you would get a date, to be honest. Nowadays, I don't even think you would, unless you got extremely lucky. People just don't trust people nowadays. It is sad, you know. So, but it's their loss at the end of the day. No one else's. Social media won't be able to save them in 10 years. So now we've got that booked. It's all good. I think we don't need to think about this anymore. Person was supposed to meet me yesterday, which we agreed to meet, even though I was going out yesterday. What the fuck happened? You know? 1 second, someone's messaging me. Are you there, Joe? How are you, man? How are you, pal? I went out yesterday. I was waiting for you. Sorry about that. I was just talking to man. I went out yesterday, bro. Yeah. I don't know if you're still there. Yeah, I went out yesterday, mate. Yeah. Went out yesterday, mate. Yeah. No one said I had a boyfriend. I fucked 5 different women. I got 20 numbers. Yeah. Yeah. I'm very, very lucky. Yeah. 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 Yeah, man. Very, 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 very lucky. Because in 3 years, right, the day yesterday, everything became better. Was it? Fuck, it was fucking shit. It was worse than Thursday. It was worse than Thursday. I still got these 5 numbers. I've not texted them yet. No, it was bad. Really, really bad. It wasn't fuck. It was fucking shit. Same old England. I booked Thailand when I come back, by the way. I was like, I can't live like this anymore, mate. I was in that weather. I done 11 approaches sober. Then I done an approach in the Weatherspoons. I thought, nah, I'm getting out of this country, bro. I can't live like this no more. I can't live like this no more. At the end of the day, if I live right, if I live, if I live, if I go out now, I'm not gonna be bothered. I'm not gonna be bothered, bro. What happens? Because I know I'm out of here. That's the way to go around it. Oh, and guess what? I was gonna go to this nightclub that me and LT used to go to. Do you know how much they're trying to charge to go in now? £35 to get into it. It weren't even like a proper rave. I was like, I'm not paying £35. I'm not paying 35 fucking pound. You mad? So yeah, I just went back home. I went to that other place. I was like, I'm not paying £35, bro. That's ridiculous. So I know it's not success because if the numbers don't reply, it's not success. Yeah. There was this guy yesterday. I was trying to get into this pub, yeah, and he's like, "Oh, like you're a bit like you can't come in." I was like, "Okay, whatever." I said, "Oh, it's disgusting." And then no one cares about that virgin. 1 second, we'll get onto them in a minute. 1 second, bro. Listen. And he's like, "It's not disgusting." I said, "Well, it is." It was like some guy with this long beard and stuff, and then he was being like argumentative, and I was like, "Well, it is disgusting." And he's like, "Oh, that's not the word." I said, "Yes, it is." He was trying to be awkward, right? And I was standing in the same place the whole time, and he's like, "Oh, you're being violent." I was like, "Being fucking violent? I've stood at the same place the whole time we've had this argument. No one's moved forward. No one's gone to anyone. Who the fuck is being violent?" There's such fucking stupid little dickheads, bro, in this country. Violent. I've never been violent in my life, mate. Oh, bro, this country is finished. Oh yeah, and yeah. Anyways, back to that. Anyways, Joe, fuck him. I find it so cute how he has to try to convince people that he's not skint, showing his benefit money off again. I mean, bro, you can show any amount of money that you want, but you haven't shown 10 grand, which is what I'm waiting for. So the only time you're gonna spike my interest is when you show me my 10 grand, which is what I've been asking for the past 2 years. Like I admit it right now, I've got about 2 grand. I've like got 2 grand on my own money, yeah. I don't need to go out and fucking withdraw 2,000 fucking pounds to show you the same thing over and over and over again. You have been shown money time and time and time and time again, and no one has beaten me. So you can show your benefit money all you want. Trying to convince people that you're not, that you're not skin. It's relentless because you haven't shown 10 grand, which is what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for 10 grand. I'm waiting for 10 grand. So yeah, you save your benefit money and then you show your benefit money off. Okay. Why have you got so many £10 notes as well? That's a bit sus. Well, I don't need to go out and fucking withdraw. Maybe I've got like a little bit over 2 grand. I could go out right now, withdraw £2,000 and have £300 left in the bank. I don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to do that, bro. I don't need to try to convince people that I have money. Oh, are you still there, by the way, Joe, as well? Let me tell you about this Law J guy quickly, also, as well. Because I caught up on some of his live stream yesterday. Yeah, I want to tell you about just this guy as well. How literally nothing he does makes any sense. So, yeah. 1 second, bro. Hold up. I need to see where my caps are coming. He went on his live stream saying about how, oh, why does PJ say that he's got savings? What is it? Because I do have savings, personally. And he was like, oh, I don't even have £500. Why wouldn't I have £500? I bought a TV the other day, right? That was like almost £500. Why wouldn't someone have savings? I should have a lot more than that at 27 to begin with, right? And then think about it like this, right? He's another one that comes in here, tries to convince that people that he's got all of this money, ta. Yeah, if you go on his YouTube channel, you see that he's put a store out where he's selling merchandise. Think about this, bro, how this doesn't make any sense. Yeah. He claims that what? He gets thousands and thousands a month and he owns property, ta. If he was getting all of this money, right, he would not be swallowing up his pride to try to get extra bit of money on YouTube, a tiny, tiny extra bit of money on YouTube. He wouldn't even bother. Say, for example, you got £3,000. Let's just say, for example, you got £3,000 a month, right? Let's just say you got £3,000 as an example. Would you swallow your pride and beg for money when it's only going to get you, what, another £150, £200 a month? It doesn't make sense. And also another thing is, with his merch, right, it has no substance. It's stupid. Like, big YouTubers used to do that. But the thing is, with big YouTubers, right, they would make millions. They knew that they would make millions. So you would turn down extra money. If you was getting thousands a month, why would you swallow up your pride for a couple of extra £100? It don't make sense. It does not make any sense. It would make more sense if he was on free for £500 a month doing this. So if you're getting all of this money, you wouldn't do that madness for a couple of extra £100. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's like the whole Uber thing. I only done that because I was losing the fucking. I was losing the house. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. And you would make more money on the Uber. So it's like it doesn't make no sense whatsoever. And he's also swallowing up. No. It's the fact that, which makes no sense about it, is A, he's swallowing his pride doing it, and B, he's making barely anything from it. Whereas like big YouTubers would make millions and millions and millions and millions, which is the whole point of why they started selling merch. People used to do that like fucking KSI and all of that because they knew that they'd make millions. He is not going to make, he's going to make literally probably not even 10% of his income. So it all points to him being on a lot less money than he claims he is. That's the only way it would make any sense. Like, do you understand? That's the only way it would make any sense. Who would swallow their pride even for an extra $250 a month when you're making all that money? It don't make sense. It literally does not make sense. You know, that whole time I never ever come on here begging for money. So it seems that you wouldn't be that desperate for a tiny bit of extra money if you had all this money. That's the point I'm getting at. Unless you was going to make tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. That's what I'm saying, bro. No, it doesn't matter if it's a joke, if it's not a joke. He's trying to make money from it. You know? I'm never begging anyone for money. I would never beg anyone for money. I don't want money from anyone. He's in Thailand, but I know what I'm saying is true. Anyways, he begs people large A, but it doesn't matter. Why? Okay, fuck all of this. And here's the thing: is it's all of this membership, all of these things that he's doing to try to make extra money. He wouldn't be doing this if he was rolling in money. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. But I don't think you understand where I'm getting at. So yeah. So he wouldn't, if he had all of this money, he wouldn't be begging for donations. He wouldn't be fucking trying to get people's money. That's what I'm trying to say. But because look at his audience. He's not even on Pit, bro. He's on fucking maybe £300-400 a month. Because that's the only way it would make sense. That's the only way it would make sense. Say I got £2,000 a month, yeah. Say I got 1.8 a month. When I finally be able to find something, I don't need extra money. 1.8, 2K would be enough for me. So I don't need, you know, extra money, bro. You know, I'll be fine with that. I can make my I can make my own extra money. I know I'm making sense, bro, because I know how these things work. I know how these things work. If someone's that desperate for a tiny extra bit of money, something ain't right. That I know I'm making sense, bro. I'm more intelligent than he will ever be. I know these things. And he's also swallowing his pride whilst he's doing it as well, which don't make sense. Because if you're coming on here, right, calling people skin, like, listen to yourself. I don't have 500. Why wouldn't I have £500? Why the fuck would I not have £500? I'll be honest, I got about 2K and a little bit more. Oh, well. You know? So, yeah. I'm obviously gay, bro. That's boring now, man. That whole "you're gay" thing is really, really, really boring. I mean, it's not as gay as traveling to another country to meet a man. But do you know, and this is the thing, Joe. I don't need to block any of these people. You're saying that I'm gay for fucking drinking and giving a guy my number. Okay, fair enough. But you people sit online talking to men all day, every day. We even get people traveling to another country to meet a man. I mean, that's even more sus. I met two guys yesterday from Nottingham. They were Indian Sikhs. Gave them my number, got their number. And your point is, I don't sit on YouTube all day talking to men like Lord J. I don't travel to different countries to meet men. So, yeah. Yeah, man. It's not at all. Not at all, at all. Not at all, at all. I'm having some pork today, Greavesy. Oh, are you still there, Joe? Hey, Joe, are you still there? There's another thing I need to address with you as well. Oh, King come in my room earlier, Greavesy, and he was giving me kisses. He loves me, King. King loves me. King loves me. Yeah, King loves Peter Belly. Anyways, you're gone. Yeah, but I know I'm making sense with the whole Law J thing. Because no one that's getting all that money would swallow up their pride for a tiny, tiny extra bit of money every month. Unless he's making thousands a month, then obviously it's a different story, but he's not. So it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And then when you look at it, it all points to him being skint again. So, yeah. Everything points to him being skint. Like, you know, when you got arrows, yeah, Greavesy, the arrows are pointing and pointing and pointing and pointing to him being skint. Do you understand? I mean, yeah, I was doing Uber because I was losing money and I wasn't begging people for fucking money. You know, and then if you added up your actual monthly money, right? Yeah, Yeah, but no, what I was saying, Omar, is basically he was saying that why do I keep saying that I have savings when I do have savings? And he was trying to say how I don't have £500. And I'm thinking, hold on, if he gets all of this money, why is he doing these things? Why is he trying to do anything and everything for a tiny bit of extra money? It doesn't make sense. Only people that are skint would do that. That's what I'm saying. Or people that would make loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of money, which he's not going to make loads of money because all of the people on his channel are just skint. It doesn't make no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. Because the only reason it would make sense is if he was on a lot less money. He's got to be on £400 a month, bro. Like for him to be doing that, it's desperation. No one's that desperate, bro, for a tiny extra bit of money if they're racking it in. Trust me. I only done fucking Uber because I was fucking losing money on the fucking house and shit. So like I had to do it. But even then, like, yeah, I wouldn't have done it. But to be fair, sometimes I would maybe do it once a week because I was bored if I had nothing else to do. But bro, he is swallowing up his pride for a tiny bit of extra money. It just doesn't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Literally doesn't make any sense. Look, if you've got a following of 3.6 thousand subscribers, they're all skint. All of the people that watch him are skint. Think of it, bro. He is a fantasist, bro. Fucking proper fantasist. Going on about me drinking baby Guinness. What the fuck, bro? He's a fucking idiot, man. I don't know why people like him and Virgin Boy need to try to convince people they've got money. I don't get it. Like I don't know why they need to convince people that they've got money when they really don't. You got fucking Virgin Boy showing these benefits off again. What am I doing? I'm just chilling, bro. I went out last night. I'm gonna go get some pork in a bit. Have some roast pork later. Yeah, it was raining bad yesterday, bro. Fucking bad. It was raining bad. I'm not moving back in. And that's another thing. Virgin Boy only talks about people living with their mum because his mum starved them. There's nothing wrong with living with your mum. It really isn't that bad. I live by myself. I've lived with my mum. I lived with fucking tenants, and it ain't that bad. It's nowhere near as bad as that Virgin makes out. It's nowhere near as bad as that fucking Virgin makes out. Trust me. You know, it's actually very common nowadays for people to live with their parents, or they live with their brother, or some of them live in a room, but most of the time they live with their parents, to be honest. It's nowhere near as bad that Virgin makes out. Trust me. Yeah. Yeah. Because you've never worked a day in your life, you fucking lazy cunt. So you wouldn't know how expensive things are. Yeah, nice bit of piggy, bro. Yeah, I went out yesterday, PC lad. But there's nothing really wrong with living with your mum. You know, especially when you're out all day. I'm out all day anyways, well, normally. There's literally nothing wrong. It's not that bad. It really isn't even that bad. It ain't that bad, bro. It ain't that fucking bad. It's nowhere near as bad as that Virgin makes out. Trust me, bro. What do you do all day? Do you go out? I mean, I was out yesterday for fucking hours all day. I don't ever stay in. Yeah. Yeah. He needs, do you know what I wish, yeah? Did the council take that house from him? So he's forced to work and then, you know, and then he would be crying fucking to his dad because he won't even be able to afford to pay rent. Do you know what I mean? He's obsessed with people living with their mum because his mum starved him. It all comes down to projection, do you understand? You should say, oh, you live with your mum. I was like, yeah, I'm 20 and your mum starved you, which is why you don't live with your mum. Which is also another normal age, you know what I mean? Yeah. See, people like Lord J and stuff, they're very easy, do you know what I mean? Because they're so stupid. Yeah. The only reason I didn't move back in with my mum is because I was used to that house. I was used to that house sort of thing. So that's the only reason. But let's not start talking about independent because you've never worked a day in your fucking life. You know, it got to a point where I wasn't getting rent for ages because it would all come at the same time. So I was making my own money on the Uber and I was basically living by myself as well. That's what independent is. It's not you live off the government, right? It's not that you live off the government and the government gives you a house. That's not independent. Independent is going out and making your own money. I was living off the own money I was making. You know what I'm saying, bro? But yeah, Omar, I went out yesterday doing some approaches, bro. All got boyfriends in it. They've all got boyfriends. Somehow make it to this fucking supermarket. I'm fucked, bro. Yeah. Nothing wrong with living with your mum. Oh, nothing wrong at all with thinking of it. Nah. Very hard to live by yourself nowadays in London. Yeah, Omar, bro, I'll show you what I was. You want to see what I was wearing yesterday, bro? I'll show you, man. I actually looked good. I'll show you what I was wearing yesterday. One sec. It's definitely gotten worse. It's definitely got. Oh no, wrong channel. Fuck. 1 second, bro. Yeah, it's definitely gotten worse, lad. It's definitely gotten worse. They just aren't interested. 1 second, bro. I'm gonna show you. It's just uploading. Do you think it will ever change? Never. It will never change in this country. Never. Beat me yesterday. No, it won't ever change in this country. Never. It will stay the same forever. And the only maddest thing is, right? I met some. I was speaking to like some guy on the train, right? White guy, average to above average, like just a normal guy. This is how fucked up it is. You will see that some of the women that people are with are just like the plain Jane that you wouldn't even approach. They're either mingers or they're just like average looking, and you wouldn't even approach them. That's how you know, like they're you're down bad, bro. And they're like fully white. So I mean, like, look, you got all of these guys, right? Even when they have partners, bro, they're like plain Janes, like fours, fives. Is something that you wouldn't even. There's no like attractiveness to them, if that makes sense. So that's how you know it's getting worse. Definitely, it's definitely getting worse. 1,000,000%, bro. In the last sort of 18 months, bro, it has. I'll show you 1 second, bro. So now you're getting guys that are actually, yeah, settling, yeah. And some of them are even better than me. Like they've got good jobs. They're fully white. I don't look fully white as well. So that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they are definitely settling. I'll show you me, bro. One sec. This is what I was wearing yesterday, bro. Oh, fuck. But yeah, they're settling, bro. There you go, bro. There we go, bro. It's just a boss tee, so I had from ages ago, bro. I forgot all about it. But yeah, as you can see, bro, this is not fucked up. Because I think like, oh, like you're not ugly, you look good and shit. You got some money, you can't find someone, but then you have to think that there's also people that are better than you, better than me, and they can't even find anyone. And if they do find someone, they're fucking, they're fucking plain James. Like, so it's like that's there is actually people that are also better than me as well that can't even find anyone. People that are better looking, people that have got better careers. So that's another thing. But it doesn't change, bro. It doesn't change. I think the fucked up thing about it, Omar, is you're not fat and ugly. So it's hard to like sort of accept how fucking fucked up it is. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. It is so weird. But then look around you. You know, you see it for yourself. So it's crazy, isn't it? It is bad. It really is bad. Shouldn't be this hard. I wonder what it's going to be like in 10 years. But yeah, it don't make sense because if you look like Timmy Eldridge, right, or you look like Lord J, then it'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. But you don't. Like, you should be easily be able to find someone. And then I was going to go Fabrics yesterday. I don't know if you've ever been to Fabrics. They were trying to charge £35 to go in. I met some fucking woman on the bench. She gave me her number. She was fucked. And yeah, I weren't paying £35 to get in, bro. No way. But yeah, I ain't been Fabrics in like 2 years, so I thought, fuck it, give it a whirl. And it's like you're gonna pay £35 and then it's sort of getting back. And where I'd already got five numbers, um, and it's like you're gonna be paying £35 just to get I've got a boyfriend because you're gonna get it there as well. Fabrics is good. Fabrics is. I ain't been for two. I think it's been about 2 years. Yeah, it weren't last summer. It was summer before that, but I don't know about 35 quid, bro. That's a bit steep. Like, I thought £20 was a lot, but I ain't paying £35. So yesterday I thought, okay, I spent £70 including food. I got five numbers. You know, you know what I'm saying. To be honest with you, Omar, I like to stick to pubs now, like Weatherspoons or just like a normal pub, like an Irish pub. I just prefer pubs because the thing with clubs is right. It's a cock fest. They try to tell you that you can't wear tracksuit bottoms. Um, you know, they discriminate as well, and it's just I'd rather just stick to a pub me. Um, I don't know. I just prefer pubs. I don't know about you. And yeah, it's. I mean, I got banned in a club for talking to people fucking the other week. I mean, yeah. Lord knows. But I just prefer, but honestly, I just prefer a pub. Just like a nice pub, you know? Uh, or even maybe like a cocktail bar. I just don't like these. I don't like clubs, bro. The bouncers discriminate and yeah. And there was one yesterday and he was just being awkward. I don't know, like, can I use the toilet? I had a drink in my hand. He's like, we can't let you in, just use the toilet. And then he's like, oh, you can't stand on the slide. And he was just being awkward. And I just said, listen, I'm not going to give you a highlight of your night. I just couldn't be bothered with it, bro, to be honest with you. He's just being awkward. So, another thing you got to deal with in this country, dickhead, awkward people. I know, I think I make sense with what I'm saying, innit? I just can't be bothered dealing with it. That's why you should just stick to like a Spoons or any pub or even on the street or something like that. I don't know I don't know how you feel about it, but I don't know. I feel like London's better for pubs in the street, and then out of London is better for clubs. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Who knows? Yeah. Do you know what? To be honest with you, Omar, it's because I'm bored. I can't work at the minute, so I'm just this whole women thing is purely because of boredom. To be honest with you, I've got like some money. I can't work at the minute. It's purely because of boredom. You know, I like to get out of my mum's hair, and I don't like to keep put stress on my mum and stuff. So that's why I just like leave her to it and shit. To be honest with you, I think mine is just purely boredom. Like when I was working, bro, I would just get an escort once a month, and that's fine. I don't really care about it when you know when you're making money, but when you can't really do anything and you're bored, you don't have anything to lose by spending fucking 60, 70 quid. Like on Thursday, it was really good, bro. I met some really cool people. It was sound. I prefer Thursdays. I also prefer Thursdays as well. I don't know what it is with Saturdays. It's just I don't know. I just prefer Thursdays, but I just do it purely because of boredom, bro. Purely boredom. Recently, I've had nothing to do, so yeah. And that's the thing is, when I went out Thursday, oh boy, yeah, it wasn't for women. It's because I just wanted to go out anyways. But the thing is I was not. It was I can't I can't help but acknowledge how fucked up it is because it is fucked up. Someone like me, you can't find anyone. Like I'm not in denial. Like I don't think I was moaning. I don't think I was complaining, but I'm not in denial. That's the difference. I'm not in denial. And I think a lot of these guys are in denial. Like there was this guy from Canada, he's 18. I was telling him about we was talking and that, and he just thought all of it was funny. And I said, bro, but the thing is, like, you're from Canada. I wouldn't be laughing if I was you. Because in 10 years or 9 years, you won't be laughing, mate, when you end up in fucking Thailand. And trust me, I've got 10 years on you. So if it's bad for me now, think of how it's going to be for him in 10 years in Canada, of all places. I wouldn't be laughing, bro, but he's immature. Because he won't be fucking laughing, mate, when he can't get laid and he needs to go fucking Thailand. Canada, of all places, as well. Bad, bad, bad. Yeah, but it's never going to change. No, I don't want kids. I don't want children. I don't want children. Just do it purely out of boredom. But it doesn't change. But the thing is, with this Omar, it doesn't ever change. That's the problem. I don't have any hope. That's the whole problem. Is the point is I don't have hope. I only do it because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do. So there is no hope. Deep down, you know you ain't got hope. Oh, little Pierre. Well, they'd have to be French, but no, deep down there is no hope. Because you know the thing is, yeah, obviously I lost some money and shit from the thing and that, but I was thinking, bro, like, yeah, but you don't know what's round the corner. You could win a football bet tomorrow. You could win some money. You don't really know what the future holds when it comes to this. But with women, you do know where it stands. You know exactly how it stands. Stop talking about yourself. Yeah. So like you do know where you stand with it because it is literally the same old. You know, it is literally the same old. So you do have an idea. I need to try to find ways to make fucking money now. Good luck with that. I don't think you can, bro. I think the only thing you can do, yeah, is maybe take a loan out and maybe try to start your own business. It's hard nowadays, bro, to make money. I can't be wasting it on fucking £35 to get into clubs. It was all right when you get loads of money, but now it's like you don't. There's like no like side hustles at all anymore. It's so hard to make money nowadays. I think the only thing you can actually do, Greavesy, is save benefits. There's literally nothing else. Omar, there's it's hard to make money nowadays. It's really hard to make money nowadays, bro. Fuck. Yeah. So say you get benefits and you save 250 a month. 250, 250, 250 is all you do. It's all you really can do. There is really no other way. Really, really is no other way. It's bad, isn't it, bro? That's why most people are skinned. Why do you think most people don't go out drinking? Because they're all skinned. All of the people that come out, all of the people that go, you don't understand how all of the people that go out drinking in central London are mainly tourists. Have you noticed that? Because they don't have money now. People don't have money nowadays in this country. That's why most of them are not even from here. The ones that do go out drinking, have you noticed that? Because they don't have money. 75% of people, I would say, struggle with money. You know? Probably about 75% Greavesy, I would say, struggle with money. Because I would remember, like, back all them years, I'd meet people, Greavesy, and they'd always struggle with money. Like, more people struggle than don't struggle. 100%. Like, I remember a woman that was 37, she said, I don't really have much money. I know people that didn't even have £20. Like, trust me, people are struggling hard. That's why people don't don't go out. And if they do go out, but obviously you get people that go out, but people are struggling with money, definitely. So even now, I won't be struggling. I'll just have to be careful with it. Like, I won't be struggling. I won't be skint, but I'm not gonna have loads to keep wasting, which is fine. I'm okay with that now. I've had the life. Got my Stonies, Greavesy, got my little caps coming. I've lived the life, bro. So I don't really. It is what it is, bro. What can you do in it? It took a while to accept it, but it is what it is. There's nothing anyone can do. So but yeah, most people are definitely suffering. Really, like it's bad. It is bad. You're lucky to even have two fucking grand in this day and age, mate. Fucking hell. I think that's one of the reasons I don't gamble anymore. Because where money is so hard to get, you don't want to be fucking gambling. Nope. Why are you asking silly questions, bro? I need to try and get this fold phone as well, Omar, which is going to cost me £500 up front as well. That's another thing I need to try to. It's not easy, bro. It's not easy. I need to pop to the shop in a minute. Oh, fuck. Have I ever been in love? Never. Nope, I'm 27 and I've never been in love. Nah. What does that mean? What does being in love mean? I don't know what that means. Nah, I don't know what that means, bro. What does being in love mean? No, I don't know what that means, bro. No, I never ever heard of that saying before in love. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, bro. Jeez. I'm being sarcastic if you didn't know. 27-year-old, if they've ever been in love, of course they have. What the fuck? Um, I became an incel. Basically when your mum stopped shagging me. Basically when your mum stopped shagging me, I became an incel. Yeah, when your mum stopped shagging me, bro, made me become a big incel. Yeah, I need to fucking somehow go to the shop. Oh, it's so far away as well. I'm fucking knackered, mate. But yeah, anyways, most people are struggling nowadays, anyways. But you've got people like fucking Lord J and Virgin Boy trying to portray that they've got loads of money when in reality they got fuck all, mate. Why do they do this though, Harry, man? Like Virgin Boy and Lord J, why do they have to betray that they have loads of money? Why do they do this? I don't understand. When in reality they have nothing, because if they did, they wouldn't be doing fucking things that swallow up all the pride they've got left to make a bit of extra money. This doesn't make sense. It doesn't make no sense. Doesn't make any sense, bro. But they have to try to act like that they have money. It's weird. It is weird that, isn't it? It is weird that. Um, it is weird, bro. Anyways, I'm gonna go and text these numbers, get some piggies. I'm fucking out of here, man. So Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. I might be back later.